Okay, this is the video for session 18, Go Math, page 717 through 720. So I'm going to go over a couple problems with you. Sorry, this video is late. It was supposed to be up yesterday, but my internet has been down. Session 18, make sure you have your Go Math page out. I'm trying to scroll down. Come on. Okay. The problem says we're working with perimeter. Julio is putting a stone border around his rectangular garden. The length of the garden is 7 feet. The width of the garden is 5 feet. How many feet of the stone border does Julio need? Perimeter is the distance around the shape. To find how many feet of stone border Julio needs, find the perimeter of the garden. So you use addition to find perimeter. Let me see if it'll scroll down. Come on. Technology has not been on my side this week. Let me see. I might have to do it this way. And zoom in. Okay, let's see if this will work. Come on. Okay, use addition. Perimeter of a rectangle equals length plus width plus length plus width. So for that problem, you're doing 7 foot plus 5 foot plus 7 plus 5. So fill that in the blank, and you will find your perimeter of how much stone that he will need. Let me zoom back out. Sorry. It's not letting me scroll down. Okay, or you could use multiplication. So multiplication is something new for perimeter this year. So if you look above, you're adding 7 2 times. 7 plus 7. So that's really doing 7 times 2 because multiplication is repeated addition. So down here, these examples are giving you the perimeter formula, 2 times the length, because you have 2 lengths. Okay, so this blank you would have 12, and then plus 2 times the width, because you have an 8 here and an 8 below. Why is this not letting me go down? Okay. Let's make it smaller. Sorry. Okay, you can barely see this, I know. So you have 2 times 12 plus 2 times 8. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 2 times 8 is 16. Add those together and you have your perimeter. So that would be finding the perimeter of a rectangle using multiplication and then adding together your 2 times length and 2 times width. That is for a rectangle. Okay, example B over here, if you have a square, you have 4 of the same sides. So you, instead of adding 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, you can just do 4 times one side because all the side lengths are the same. So if you don't know 4 times 16, you can always still add them. But if you do know how to multiply that, which you should, you can do 4 times 16, and that might be faster for some of you to find the answer. Okay, let's look at 718. So we're still talking about the formula. A formula is a mathematical rule. You can use a formula to find perimeter. So perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So you have a length here and a length here. That's 2. Width here and a width here. So now find the perimeter of this rectangle. Some of you have had problems with the formula, I think just because it looks weird, but it's really pretty simple once you get used to it. You just plug in the numbers. So what is the length of this rectangle? It'd be 18. So you put an 18 here plus 2 times W for width. So 2 times W, the width is 14. So you put a 14 here. So once you figure out 2 times 18, you go on down to the next line and put that answer here and add this answer for 2 times 14 right there. So you're doing the answer to 2 times 18 would be 36 plus 28, and that will give you your perimeter of the rectangle. So that is the formula. So one says, can you use the distributive property to write the formula P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W another way? So the answer to that would be yes. You can go back to what you learned in 3rd grade and just add the sides together. So you do L plus L plus W plus W. That would be using the distributive property. Try this. At the bottom, write a formula for the perimeter of a square. So if you go back to page 718, you can look right here, okay, and that might help you out, but I'll help you right now too. It says use the letter blank for perimeter. Use the letter blank for the length of a side. So I usually use P to represent perimeter, and then usually use L for the length. So P goes here, L goes here. And then perimeter, the formula would be perimeter, that's what you're trying to find, equals 4 times L, or 4L, because the square has 4 of the same side, so you're multiplying the length times 4. And then what I just said, the square has 4 equal sides times 4. That would justify your answer for 718. So I hope this is making more sense to you. I want you to try 719 by yourself. I want you to try this formula by yourself using this rectangle here. If you still don't get the formula, that's fine. You can still do it adding up all the sides if you're more comfortable that way. I don't care as long as you're getting the answer. You can use the formula and multiply the length and the width times 2, or you can add them. As long as you're whatever way you want to do is fine with me. So let's move on to 720. It says unlock the problem. Alejandra plans to sew fringe on a scarf. The scarf is shaped like a rectangle. The length of the scarf is 48 inches. The width is 1/2 of the length. How much fringe does Alejandra need? So first thing you need to do is draw out a rectangle and label the length. It gives you the length. If you look back in the problem, you can see that 48 inches is the length, and it also gives you a clue on the width. The width is 1/2 of 48. So label the length 48, and the width is 1/2 of 48. So to find the width, you're going to do 48 divided by 2. So that's a helpful hint on that. And then you should be able to work out the rest. So these are 2-step word problems. I want you to practice those by yourself. It'll help you get ready for 5th grade. So that is session 18. And if you have any questions, let me know.